let's start making our beep. Let's start making our beep. Beepity boopity boopity bop. I love my Mango Orange Syllabub with cardamom because the flavors blend so nicely. You got so many different textures in here. You've got the smooth, silky mango puree. It's not overly rich. It is rather light, a little bit of sweetness, and that cardamom just makes it really special. The cardamom works really well with the mango. And you've got all the different textures. You've got, you know, the crunchiness of the amaretti cookies and the pistachios. I serve this when I have family and friends over, and I just got to take another bite because this is just so good. Let's start making our boozy infusion for our Mango Syllabub with cardamom and cream. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. First, we have to peel a lemon, and the key here is you just want to get the peel and not that white pith. The white pith makes everything better. So just be light with your paring knife. You see that? You want to leave the white behind. Okay, don't get rid of your lemon because we're going to juice that next. So go ahead and put your peels right in a bowl, and we'll add a tablespoon of brandy. Brandy always makes everything better. And then we're going to put a 1/4 cup of sauternes. This is a white sweet dessert wine from France, so you know it's going to be good. It's got those honeyed notes. Let's put about a 1/4 cup in there. There we go. That's soak. Now let's cut our lemon because we need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, 2 tablespoons. So this boozy infusion is just very special to this recipe. And we're going to add this infusion into our mango puree as well as our whipped cream. And I'm not going to bog you down with the scientific reasons why this is going to make both the mango puree and the cream extra special. You're just going to have to trust me on that one. Let's cover this up and let's put this in the refrigerator for 24 hours. Okay, so this is just a little kitchen magic, but here's our boozy infusion. I had actually made that last night, promise. So we're gonna add a couple tablespoons of that right into our food processor. Just the liquid, not the peel. Okay, so we're gonna need some orange zest. We're gonna need half for the food processor and half for garnish later. So let's go ahead and zest the orange. I love these microplane zesters because all the zest just gets stored here on the top lip. And again, stay away from the pith, you just want the peel. There's a lot of syllabubs out there using lime, but I put my little twist on it and I decided to use orange instead. There we have it. So I'm just gonna, with my finger, just put about half of that right in the food processor. Gotta save a little bit for garnish. So now we're gonna have fun with the mangoes. So a mango is flat and there's 2 cheeks and 2 fingers. So with your chef's knife, you wanna go ahead and actually we're going to, that's the middle, but you don't wanna cut in the middle because you're cutting right into the seed. So just go right to the right of it. So you're cutting right alongside the seed. And then do the same for the other side. See, 2 cheeks. That white part is actually the pit, so we did pretty good on that one. Now let's cut the fingers off. Okay, so now for some fun cooking tricks, I'm going to show you how to get the flesh out of a mango using a glass. So you could see I started by just pressing the mango against the glass. And you're going to get all that delicious mango flesh right in the glass. Look at how easy. See, I got it all. I get it started and then just gently slide it down. Trying to get all of the mango right in the glass. I just love that. And then with these little fingers, I'm just gonna peel them off. All right, set that in there. And do that whole exercise all over again. So let's put the lid on and we're gonna go ahead and process this until it's smooth and creamy. It's perfect. Look at the vibrant color. I just love this dessert. Okay, so we're back to the mango. We need to dice a mango. We are gonna add that into our mango puree to just give it a little extra chunky consistency. But since we're gonna do a dice, I'm gonna do something a little different. So with the knife, I'm gonna score it. Go right to the skin. Very similar to what you do when you want to dice an avocado. Now all you need is a spoon. And what we're gonna do is we are going to put 3/4 of the diced mango. We're gonna mix it right into the puree. And this we'll save for garnish. Because every delicious dessert deserves a garnish. I'm just gonna stir that in. And you can make your chunks as big or as small as you like. So I love to serve the syllabub in these cute little sundae cups, but any glass cup this size will work. And let's start spooning. Oh, the consistency is perfect. Look at. I just love the vibrant color of this dessert. And wait until we top it with the cream. Once you get all of your cups filled, go ahead and just top them off with some plastic wrap and put it right in the refrigerator. Okay, time to make the cream. I love this cream because it has a hint of cardamom in there. And cardamom is one of my favorite spices from India. It's one of the forgotten spices. I use it a lot in my desserts and absolutely love it. Let's start by straining our little boozy mixture because we're only gonna be using the liquid, not the peels. Get that in there. That's gonna bring a lot of flavor to the whipped cream. Okay, so now, why not add a tablespoon of powdered sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm using my cognac barrel-aged vanilla. I love it because it has some candied fruit notes and also some nutty notes. 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom. Okay, let's get our whisk back on. And we're gonna whip this until it has soft peaks eventually, but let's just whisk this for a little minute. And I'm adding 1 1/4 cup of heavy cream. So watch your cream very closely because it can go from a soft peak to a stiff peak really quickly. I think we have a really good soft peak. So there we go. Let's start arranging our syllabub. So this cream is perfect. So I'm gonna put a healthy dollop or 2 of whipped cream on top of our mango puree. Let's fill a couple. You don't want to eat this alone. Now let's start with the amaretto cookies. And I just crush them in my hands. Sprinkle a little amaretto on top of there. Because why wouldn't the flavor of amaretto go really good with mango? Of course it does. Okay, let's reach for a A little bit of the chopped pistachio. Oh, I just love the colors. You get a little crunch now. That's a bonus. A few pieces of our diced mango, because you're never gonna have enough mango. A little bit of orange zest to remind people that we do have some orange zest in there. And this is some hand-picked mint from the garden. Let's just put a little sprig in there. There we go. Beautiful, delicious. The color is vibrant. I love everything about this dessert, and especially that you can make the mango part ahead of time and refrigerate it the night before, so you don't have to spend too much time in the kitchen when your guests arrive.